Hello, one and all, and today we're playing World of Warships again. Look at this. This is the Yamagi. Are we going to be playing this? No, we're not going to be playing this. We are instead going to be playing the Yamato, which I haven't actually gotten yet. Because we are going to be playing Space Battleship Yamato. Which really doesn't make much sense, but you know, hey, April Fool's joke ends in 2 days, might as well. So I'm going to switch my commander over. I'm going with the guy who's on the Zaya right now, which is actually my Nagato commander. Captain, whatever, you know. It's basically the exact same model. Basically the whole idea is you get... The whole idea between all these is like, here's the Yamato. Here's the Senjo renamed Zaya. Neat paint job. This reminds you of Arpeggio of Blue Steel. That's probably because it does. I mean, even the symbols are kind of similar. But I don't know where they got this art design from. I think it's just completely original. Let's see what else is there. That's unique. Oh yeah, one of my personal favorites. The Enterprise. It's an Essex hull with weird planes being dragged by two, gearings that have jet engines. What could be more random than that? Why don't we take what is it called? The Des Moines, give it plasma guns, and paint it black. Well, that's pretty cool. Why don't we take the gearing, split it in half, put holes all over it, and give it jet engines? That also is fairly random. Let's do it. And thus, World of Warships in Space was born. An epic tale of epicosity, but we are going to play the battleship Yamato in this epic tale of epicosity, as I said. So let's go into queue. I will stop recording for this period of time and, like usual, start up when we get into game. Hopefully there'll be no interruptions this time. But I'll see you when I actually get into a match. Look at this team readout. Isn't it ridiculous? Look at the Enterprises. There's an Enterprise here. There's two Enterprises there. There's Yamatos all over the place, and we're in Ruinberg in space. Which is really the only map. And does not make any sense, but you know, whatever. We got two cruisers, Zayas on our team, so Senjos. They got three Des Moines, aka the galaxies you see there. Both teams have two Flyfires. We just have more Yamatos than them. I mean, look at this. This looks ridiculous, right? So ridiculous. So what happens when I go forward? Oh, look. Jets. Now, you'll probably notice, if I go this way, how the front of the ship is kind of warped. Right here. That is actually because this is still on water. It's just really, really see-through. Oh, and look, I'm in a battleship, and I've been detected already. Figure that. Another thing that's interesting is all these are basically carbon copy of their Tier 10 counterparts. So literally the Yamato you see here is the Yamato you'd get at Tier 10, just with a few extra things put on and a few holes blown in its hull and a couple recolorations. Oh yeah, and the pew-pew sound effect. Look, blue balls. That actually sounded a lot better in my head than it did now. Let's take aim. Shall we? It's moving like that. I think... The problem is, because you can't see the water line, necessarily... Oh, did I hit him? Yes, I did once. Oh, damn. It's very hard to predict where certain parts of the enemy are. Oh, whoa. We're gonna go after this galaxy. He seems to be getting cheeky. I'm gonna trust my instincts and fire that way. I know I should probably fire one shot at a time, but I prefer to do this, that way I can have more time to look around. I know I'm not really that great of a player, and I missed that time as well. What do you know? My dumb luck. Hey, it's a fly flyer. What do you know? Actually, I can hit that guy from here. What do you know? Shall we try? Yes, let's try. He's probably not going to change course. Oh. Oh, what the... Jeez, man. This does get annoying sometimes, because people who aren't observant can end up getting into games like this. Might partly be my fault, but still, it's like... yeah. So now I've taken slight damage because of this. This guy's not even bringing all his guns to bear is the weird thing. Let's see. Another galaxy. Oh. Well, might as well light this guy up with my secondary battery. I want to keep myself safe. So I'm going to turn away from him. Probably go after the galaxy right here. Let's see. I think I figured out where the space line, aka water line, is on this guy. Oh, and I did. Couple good hits. Probably could have used AP against him, but HE is a little more powerful, you could say, especially since the targets I'm dealing with right now are unarmored. Yeah, that Yamato guy really didn't seem to know battleship practices. You don't charge into combat against a destroyer. You will die if you try it. Sure, he can't take a hit, but he has the one most powerful weapon in the game that you can't possibly afford to get hit by. Which is rather realistic, actually. Okay, there's this guy. Another galaxy behind me. Okay, that guy's down. Another galaxy over here. Pretty far off. We may lose this, we may not. Let's see if I can turn this around. Oh. I guess this sequential fire thing some of the guys on the forums were advising me of is actually working. Let's see here. There's somebody. going to switch over to AP because we're going to deal with armored targets pretty soon. Especially that Yamato right there, and the other Yamato over there. I'm going to want to take cover behind this giant asteroid here. I haven't taken too much of a hit yet. Oh boy. Yeah, it won't be long now. Won't be long at all. Great, is this guy gonna cut in front of me? Yeah, he is. I've got to stop. Ah, damn. Oh well. Well, that was a good one round for it, but that didn't turn out that well. So, what do you say we do the actual thing again? And try this again. With a different ship, perhaps. How about my more favorite of the bunch? Because I'm a carrier player, the Enterprise. No Star Trek jokes. I know people are going to rage at it, but I wasn't a big fan of the show. I was more of a Star Wars guy myself. As well as I don't think Star Trek had fighter craft in it or anything like that. But you know what? What the hell? Let's launch into infinity and beyond and all that kind of jazz. So, people, there's another thing, because I'm slowly building a small audience of followers, even though I only release about one video per week. And I'm going by weeks themselves, not every 7 days, at least. So, I'm going to try to make it sure. I'm going to try to stay consistent as much as I can, but, you know, no guarantees. There is one thing I'd like to add. Because the audience is still small, if you guys feel like asking me a question, and maybe in the little, you know, comment section down there, and it's actually something appropriate, then I will be compelled to answer you. In which case, we can start little conversations, and I can do questions and answer sections in these videos when I don't really have much else to talk about. I'll probably do more tutorial-type videos as well on other things. We're going into open beta pretty soon. Maybe. I don't know exactly when. They say it in the news articles, but you know, whatever. Might happen in a few months, might happen in a few weeks. Who knows exactly when Wargaming is going to put us into open beta. All I know is that apparently we might not get probably not getting wiped at the end of it, which is pretty good from what I think. In which case I can really start doing tutorials then and impression videos and stuff like that, because while stuff will change, it'll be permanent. So I won't have to go through, like, imagine me doing an impression of the Tiger tank in World of Tanks, and then a week later having to do the same thing again. Or go through it. It's basically not worth it. But, well, anyway, we're in. So let's stop on that train of thought, and let's take a look at this. Look at this thing. It's like a boat in space, being dragged around by other boats, which also happen to be in space, by the way, in case that wasn't obvious already. So what are we gonna do? Well, looking at the teams, each team has 2 carriers. They have more battleships. That's a big problem for me. We have less air control type things. The Galaxy is the Des Moines, so it's pretty good at anti-air. The Zayas are... well, they have the torpedoes. Oh, bad. It's been a tiring day. At work, we had a mouse apparently come into the workplace again last night, so everybody was up in arms about that. But, you know, we do what we can to take rid of the little varmints, or vermin, or whatever you want to call them. Go on the Elmer Fudd route there with that spelling. Okay, so, as I said before, with the original one in the Lexington, you want all your aircraft in the air, or in this case, in space, as soon as you can. Little Portal reference there, if you didn't get it. Okay, let's see, where are we going? Well, looks like somebody wants to come in and attack, so we'll take out this guy. As he's coming in after us. Oh boy. Fighters. Lots of fighters. Okay, one's got an air superiority module.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
Everybody fall back. Everybody else, dogfight. This puts me at a strategic disadvantage. Yeah.
Autopilot mode enabled.
It's very hard to tell where the map borders are on this map. I'll tell you that much. This is a little difficult. As you can see, he's basically camping my location. He doesn't want me to launch an airstrike. So this presents me with a bit of a problem. One of the two of them... Well, they could both have balanced modules, or one of them could have an airstrike module, which is more likely. Now, if they have the airstrike module, that's a problem for me. If they do not, which I'm hoping they don't, okay, torpedoes launched. Oh, this could be beautiful right now. They've gone way too close to each other. Oh, and torpedoes everywhere. Check this out. How many hits am I gonna get? Probably only a few. Just 2. Still heavy damage. And heavy damage is always good. Oh man, but I'm not getting away. This is probably not going to be a good battle either. Just my luck, I start recording, I actually don't get interrupted this time, and then the bad battles just kick in. But, you know, you do what you can.
Problem solved, sir.
No, Betty, don't come this way. Enterprise man, don't come this way. Oh, actually, this... yeah. Oh boy. I can't. Oh man. Wow. I'm just getting mauled to death. Oh. I can try and remove a few pests. Hopefully.
We're under attack.
In the form of some torpedo bombers. Which I shall do right now. I'm suspecting because they were all moving in one formation that they were all from one guy. So that's probably what was going on. One of them had the air superiority module, which, because the Essex, aka this thing in this case, the Enterprise, holds 5 squadrons, as you were noticing, means that that's 4 fighter squadrons and 1 dive bomber. As you saw on the minimap, down here, there was 1 dive bomber continuously moving around all the time. That's probably what was going on. Now, I'm gonna stick around, see if my team can pull this back, but it's like, I don't know if they can, I don't know if they can't, but, you know, more power to them if they can. Although, this is mostly just to get some entertainment value after all, because I want to put a video up, but I don't know, I'm not feeling that up there right now. Kinda tired. I guess maybe I'm just getting into one of those depressing phases, or depressed phases, that I sometimes get into different times of the year. It's a natural thing, you know? Whatever. Ooh. Well, this right here. Oh. Close. Pew pew. Oh, they're almost done. So yeah, all these are the tier 10s, basically. The only tier 10 that wasn't included in this pack of, well, you know, spaceships was the Shimakaze. Don't really know why. Maybe they thought that strapping jet engines onto the fastest destroyer, well, basically the fastest ship, would be overkill. Or would just seem completely more ridiculous than necessary. I mean, the ship goes 40 knots, you know? Oh. Get wrecked!
The enemy is about to win.
Oh, yes they are. Yes, indeed they are. Sadly. Let's pull back. Take a look over here. Oh, there's even more action over here. Now, laying down smoke in space. I'm not actually sure if that's supposed to actually be physically possible, but I think it's kind of cool. Or at least smoke in the sense that we'd normally think of. But then again, this is a once in a lifetime thing, and despite how I'm not having good games, I just wanted to show off what it looked like. I mean, there's a bunch of YouTube videos of what this was that are clearly better than mine, but you know, whatever. I want to show it off on my channel as well. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys, the few that do watch, wouldn't be terribly happy if, say, some special event showed up and there was like a special ship for a limited time, and I decided, out of all the YouTubers, I just wasn't going to show it off at all. Even though I did like it. So yeah, on a similar topic to that, I got the pre-order ships, the 3 of them. And I will be showing them off at a later date, I believe, if I haven't already. I'll have to check. I haven't exactly checked my videos myself. Unprofessionalism 101 right there. They consist of the Japanese Yubari cruiser, the what was it? It's an American destroyer, a Tier 8 American destroyer. Actually, it's Tier 7, I believe. And a Russian destroyer, which has turrets that are almost as big as a cruiser's, but only rotate at about the speed, like 2 seconds faster than the default turrets from the Congo class battleship. So yeah, it's a destroyer you don't want to brawl in, basically. Even though destroyers are the brawling class. Oh, that guy did a good shot. Wow. How's the other guy doing? Let's see here. Oh, ouch. 1 destroyed turret. So only 2 turrets left. He's on fire. Basically burning to death. Oh, he's in secondary range. Look at that 1 turret shoot. Oh. It's a secondary duel. If he had broadside, he would actually be doing more damage. This is the thing I find funny about... Oh. Let me guess. Yep, this is gonna be ended in a ramming duel. Ooh. Split apart. What do you know? Alright. So now it's this guy. It's down to just Mr. Devil Rabbit versus 4 people. You know what? I have confidence in this guy. I'm sure he can do it. Well, at least in his spirit. Not so sure if the odds are working in his favor, though. Let's see the condition of his ship. He's got quite mangled. Lost over half his health. And from the amount of damage and kills he's got... Oh, let's see. He's one of the highest kill guys in the game. For the amount of kills he's gotten, I'd say he's doing pretty good, and from the amount of brawling he did the entire game, because he was doing it the entire way through, I'd say he's probably used up all of his heals. So this guy's on his last legs, and oh boy. Yep, here comes the Death Brigade. Oh, one-shotted. Took down a bomber already. Ah, we lost. Okay. Well, that wasn't the greatest thing, but a match to show off the Enterprise to you and the Space Battleship Yamato. Even though it was kind of a failure on both cases, I'm sorry about that, but you know, it is what it is. And I'm not the best player out there, so yeah, I guess it's understandable. Anyway, I hope you guys will forgive me for that. But this is what I'm going to post. So I hope you guys will enjoy my little take and my small ramblings on random stuff. And if you have questions for me, I am willing to answer them, as long as I'm not overwhelmed, and as long as they're not rude. Because if they're rude, I won't answer them at all. You know, the whole thing. But anyway, I hope to hear from you guys, and I hope to get more viewers and all that kind of stuff, because, you know, more viewers gives me more reason to do this hobby of mine. So, I will see you all some other time. Thank you.